Welcome to Your Known Unknown, where Source and I will help shed light on what's unknown for you. This is going to be a tarot reading for the sign of Gemini for the new moon in Aquarius coming up. It's right around the corner. So we're getting these messages out just in the nick of time. I hope this finds you well. I hope you're doing well. We're going to pull some cards and see what it is that Spirit has to tell us. What you have to tell you. So without further ado, let's get to it. Let's into it. And let's pull some cards. Yeah? All right. We're going to see what energies we're stepping into, how we're stepping into them, where we need to step it up, along with that, how we're feeling throughout this, how we're navigating this, and some shadow aspects as well, some things to watch out for. So, angels, spirits, guides, ancestors, universal source, divine creator, higher self that you are, all that I am, thank you, thank you, thank you for this message. Please allow me to intuit this perfectly for the sign of Gemini for the new moon in Aquarius coming up. Please show us what we need to see the most. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's dive deep. We first up have 10 of Pentacles, Gemini. Alright, this is energies that we're stepping into. This is kind of like what's presenting itself to us. Oh, okay. Alright. We have Queen of Swords. It's a very independent feeling energy. We have... Do you want to read all these, Spirit? You want to read them all? You're getting a big reading, Gemini. The energy today was really interesting coming up to this reading, to this message. Everything from my candlelight in the screen, in the recording, as well as like the meditation we've done, the situations we've experienced. It was a very routine-esque day, but the energies were very different, weren't they? I think you might have felt those. When you find this message, it's meant perfectly to find you, so maybe you agree with me. We have the, what is Princess of Pentacles, which would be Page of Pentacles. We have the Hierophant. Got you. I got you. We have the World card in this deck is the Universe. So, Gemini. That's some really good fortune rolling in for you, as opposed to some other readings that I've had lately. Seems like the wheels are kind of turning in your favor. You have allowed a reaping of your crops to come in, which is quite lovely. So energies presenting themselves are discerning, very spiritually connected, whether you're aware of it or not. Show us how we're stepping into this energy, Spirit. Whether you're aware of it or not, some doors are opening up for you that are sitting within this realm of intuition that you are quite attuned to. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see. Okay, not this one. Let's see how you feel throughout this. I see. Gemini. Let's get some real clarity here for you. So these are energies opening up to you. Let's see how aware you are to this situation here. Show us how aware Gemini is. Yeah, you don't really know it. Your shadow is helping you. This is interesting. In this deck, the Justice card has a lady on it, and the reflection is a lady too, but a darker energy. However, it is still her. It is still this divine goddess. Justice card. Justice was popping up as supporting energy in that deck as well. I'll pull you out. So this is interesting. You have the Justice card and you have the Justice reverse card with the lady in it, right? You're kind of, it's like, and it's kind of redundant at this point, you know, Gemini being the twins. It's like your counterpart, your shadow that you just intrinsically experience with pretty much unknowingly, most likely. Your subconscious is very much supporting you. And I'm seeing that you really just don't quite even know it. So that's really cool that you have such a solid, such a personal support system. That's phenomenal. Be grateful for that. Seriously, say thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, but oh, you do feel all types of ways about this. What do you want me to do here? This one right here. And be patient. Balance yourself. You will be able, that's how you will be able to recognize how you're working with yourself. You're stepping into this energy of independence as well as, independence as well as, I'm hearing establishment, but more like foundation. Maybe some of you have already cultivated a foundation and are now working higher towards the establishment. You know, what's after that? The roof. However. But I feel like you're practicing and a manifestation is coming through via yourself, whether it be your shadow self or higher self. I don't really find there to be a difference. I just feel it to be more like a perception, an understanding of your awareness, how much you understand of your awareness, basically. What I understand with my spirits, guides, ancestors is they do have these different personalities, right? And you can connect in with them and you can hear and feel and sense the guidance you're gathering from each individual spirit if you just ask. Spirits are different than gods. Gods are different than entities, you know, energies, which are different than ancestors. You have a relationship with all of them, and knowing or unknowingly to you, your other self has a really solid understanding of yourself, this self, real self, that is waiting to come through and connect in with you. And I think those doors are opening more, if not a lot, but if not, you know, more, just more than you're currently at. And that's what we're grateful for. That's what we can hope for. That's what we wish for. So be patient and keep balancing yourself. And how we balance ourselves, it's not kind of like a give and take reward system. Yes, we can treat it that way, and it's very functional. It's a functional way to operate. but it's more like an honoring system. It's more like an appreciation system. Have you ever just been infatuated with somebody and just all googly-eyed over them and you'd do anything for them? Probably. You're a Gemini. You're a very kind soul. And you probably just love. You just love, 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 and want to love, 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 love. Could have gotten you in trouble in the past, but whatever. Could have gotten you hurt in the past, but whatever. Nothing's a waste, right? And how you treat the other person, how you want to love and appreciate the other person, it's kind of like yourself is saying, through balancing, that's what that is. That's how you balance, is you love yourself. You treat yourself well. You do whatever you want for yourself. And you do it full-heartedly and honestly. You know, you don't just give to yourself. You honor yourself. You earn yourself. You earn your respect and trust. Now, this is like from an earth sign point of view where I'm saying you're earning, but earning doesn't have to be work. Earning is how many times you tell yourself I love you throughout the day. How many times you remind yourself to take a deep breath and relax because you deserve it. How long has it been since you let your fingers and toenails go for so long without cutting them? Are you routinely checking in on yourself? Things like that. Those are very tangible ways to earn your love, to cultivate your love. And it does take time. Right, Gemini? We can't really be too flighty, can we? We can't really be too quick to reward, to satisfaction, to fulfillment. That's just not sustainable. And I think that maybe you've learned that and or are learning that. We'll see. But either way, that's a valuable resource to understand and come to grips with and come to terms with. Where could we step it up? Where can we step it up? Knight of Wands. Yeah, you could probably put a little bit more effort in engaging in yourself, engaging in this connection that is being offered to you, this deepening of a connection that is being offered to you. You can pray more. You can try new things like yoga if that feels good. If you're not accustomed to like moving your body too much, you could try yoga. You could try Kundalini meditations. I offer those if you need help with that anytime. You can do Qigong. You can do breath work is even solid movement. That'd be very good for you, air sign. Queen of Wands reversed. What is that? Oh, Knight of Wands. It's two snakes so far. And then a butterfly. Two of Pentacles reversed. I see. Contrasting energy is the Star. These are cards for where we can step up and put some focus in to really help achieve this level of balance that we're really wanting to come into and step into. This level of fulfillment and independence and sanity, this confidence. We don't want to be holding ourselves back. We want to be doing these things, maybe these things that I just recommended. Maybe you have your own thing that you do want to do that is calling to you, that is good for balancing. And I was just saying, like, movement in general is really solid for advancement and progression into like self-evolution. But if not that, you want to go into the mind, then you start to do a lot of deep meditation. You really start to hone in and learn to connect and learn how to feel. And feeling isn't thinking. Thinking is not feeling. But they do work hand in hand. And it's tough when you have really one thing that tells you how everything else is feeling, including itself. It does get confusing. But those voices are yourselves. Those voices that pop up, that have conversations in your head, not even full-on conversations, it's just kind of like, should I do that? Yeah? Okay. That yeah? That no? That if you want to? That maybe you should think more about it. Those responses that you get from yourself, you think that they're you talking to you? No, they're you talking to you. They're you talking to you. Guiding you, teaching you, loving you, being there for you. This next thought you have is not your own, Gemini. And you're going to come to terms with something like that. Little bit of a, scrambled egg mind melt, but that's the fact of it. Not fact, truth of it. Queen of Wands reversed. Being too fierce and short with yourself as well. We want to step it up by being kinder, more compassionate, more slowed down, more turtle wins the race sort of aspect of it. You have faith, not hope. You have faith. You have positivity every day, because in honor of the new moon, you don't have to embody a brand new habit and change yourself, but in honor of the new moon, you can definitely, for the next couple of days, wake up and write 3 things you're grateful for. It's even better if you write 3 things you're grateful for yourself. One day I had a huge breakthrough when I was just repeating gratefulness mantras in my head, and I was just like, I'm grateful for faith. Wow. That's like 369 infinite power right there. I'm grateful for faith. And the faith that I have, I'm grateful for, like, for real. And it's the faith that's keeping me grateful. And I was like, that's it. That's the most effective and efficient prayer that I can say right there. Wow. But I also knew that just by having that understanding, that wasn't going to just be as quick as it is. Nope. I've been saying that for years to myself. And every day I feel it still powering more and more, charging more and more. So these things take time. This connection takes time. Why? Because you have to comprehend it. You have to calibrate to it. You have to allow it in. How you allow it in, you change your vibration. And all that means really is you better yourself, or change yourself. Change yourself for your better, whatever that means. Because I feel that a lot of people in the universe's divine, amazing, abundant creation, vast, infinite creation, there's so many different types of people all on infinite types of experiences of the universe experience itself, different timelines, different paths. And you're on your own. You're on your own path. You're not on your own. You're not alone, but you're on your own path. And it doesn't matter if it's this path or this path, because either way, you're on your own path, created specifically for you on your own timeline. And if something isn't happening right now, your mind's going to be like, why isn't it happening now? Why isn't it happening now? And that's just anxiety inducing. That's expecting. That's seeking. That's grabbing. And we don't want to grab. We just want to learn to accept. How we learn to accept in tangible, literal terms is meditating, slowing down, mindfulness meditations, things like that, mindfulness mindsets, self-development, understanding self-awareness, connecting to yourself, revising yourself, reparenting yourself. Really, it's just experiencing something new. That's it. That's the spice of life right there. And so you can be easy on yourself and not harsh on yourself, and learn to be compassionate with yourself, knowing that just knowing that. I'm not going to say it again. It's a one and done type deal, everybody. I have my quirky little catchphrases, but when I flow, then it goes, So that's why we record it for you and for me too. And we have this Two of Pentacles reverse. This butterfly is not emerging from its cocoon, Gemini, and we want it to. We need to step it up in this field. We need to balance more. We need to balance mind and body. We need to balance flora and fauna. We need to balance our black and white. All right? We need to balance our light and dark, whatever. Reds and blues. So you be patient with yourself. Because I'm seeing it's not in your higher self's best interest for you to be too tough on yourself throughout this process. Because this process, I'm kind of impressed that there's not a tower out here right now, because it kind of feels like it would take something like a tower to indulge in this kind of energy. Maybe the universe is opening up a door and lifting a veil for a little bit for you to experience something really beautiful and blissful, and then it might kind of slowly release the cord again, and the veil might close as a taste of what you can achieve. That's happened to me, where I had been downloaded with all of these amazing experiences and like clairs. Not only that, really intuitive, crazy magic stuff that I was just like, whoa, how did I know that? How did I know this thing? Like this person, I had no idea. Spirit's just like, you're amazing. And then all of a sudden you can't do it anymore one day, and you can't tell and judge time and see it and all this crazy wizard crap. So, and it kind of got me down for a little bit, and I found myself walking in unalignment for a while as I was having a hard time stepping into an authenticity that I had never or known how to step into before, which you could be experiencing. Judging by where we need to step it up within this reading, I'm kind of seeing the same similar characteristics within this that I've experienced. And just feeling out of balance and feeling incapable of achieving success just because you don't know how. Well, how you do it is you start today. And where you need to step it up is in engagement, in activation, in doing. Taking the small steps every single day. Taking small action steps every single day towards what it is that you want to be and do. And from the looks of it, your manifestation is health, wealth, and abundance, but connection to self. Yeah. It's like here in the stepping up, you're not releasing something, you're not stepping into your sun, you're not walking in your own purpose, and you want to be, okay? You really want to be. Trust me. Like, it's worth it. If something is holding on to you, if there are devil, I'm also impressed there's not the devil card within the ones I just pulled. Maybe there will be. We'll see. Should I pull a mystery card? No. Okay. No mystery cards today. Let's see. Show us how we go from dark to light. Spirit. Thank you. It's funny. It's funny because where we need to step it up, and it's like contrasting energy, is the star card. Supportive energy on, your blockages, limitations, things like that, is the sun reversed. So it's like, obviously this deck is telling me you're not quite walking in your purpose. You're not following your North Star. I put that down. I'm like, how are we stepping into this energy, Spirit? And they go, follow your North Star. Just do it. Just do it. If something is holding you back, it's going to be hard. Cut it out of your life. Whatever it is, cut it out of your experience. If you have a pattern, let's just say you want to quit something, smoking, all right? You want to quit smoking. And you've tried it before, and each time you're like, man, I know it's hard, but I'm going to try to quit smoking again, right? And you know that the only reason why each time you end up getting back on smoking again is because you go and buy a damn pack. It's like you always tell yourself, oh, I can just smoke one. I'll go buy a pack. I'll give myself one. And I haven't smoked for so long, that I feel like I got a grip on it. I'm going to go have one. And then I'll just put the pack somewhere else. And I won't look at it. Maybe I'll have another one next week, And then all of a sudden, next thing you know, the next week you're smoking a pack a day again, right? If you know that you act that way, find some other way to go about it. Maybe don't buy a pack. Have that little extra push each time. Like maybe that's the new thing you really need to get over, is enabling yourself. As my throat starts to get. Are you a smoker? Am I hitting the nail on the head on that one? Those are the kind of actions that you can take to do things like follow your purpose, take care of your body, appreciate the vessel that was gifted to you. You get to experience through it, okay? You don't get to, and you get to experience it, but it's not yours. It's not yours. It's the only one you got, and it's the only one of you that's there that is to be gotten, but it's not yours. Your consciousness is yours. The other voices in your head aren't even yours, but they are yours. So, come on, get with it, Gemini. Anyways, this is a good reading. This is fun. Yeah, the star. Just follow your star, You should know what that means. The thing about pulling this tarot is I'm really just validating energies for you and providing guidance for you, because all the what ifs that every human being has in their mind is what ifs, and they're gripping and they're limiting and they're constricting and repressing. Sometimes they're uplifting and inspiring and very creative and very beautiful, as well. How often do we really act on all of these? Well, the thing that's beautiful about tarot is we're really shedding light on what it is that you can and should and might have opportunities to act on. These energies are for you, from you, by you. And they're perfectly you. So your North Star, when I'm saying the star card, it's bringing purpose and truth and direction into your life. And all you really have to do is just let it shine on through. Really. What that could mean? Go to bed early. Take care of yourself. Like I said, those are biohacks. If you don't know what to do spiritually, then the universe has other ways to connect. There's infinite ways to connect. Again, everyone's their own path. Your path is your own. This is what they mean when they say those kind of things, to put it into context for you. So biohacking is beautiful, because if you progress your physical self, intrinsically other departments of the mind-body-soul connection advance as well. Not as effectively and maybe not as far as what it is that you are putting intention and focus on mostly, but you have those three departments and you're focusing on all three of them. You're a pretty well-rounded human being, pretty damn well balanced. And that's what we're balancing. That's what you should be balancing. You want to gift your soul a little bit of attention each day. You want to gift your mind a little bit of attention each day. And then you want to gift your body the rest. Or however you want to do it. It doesn't have to be that kind of ratio. It can be whatever you want to do. I find it personally very easy to really tap in and navigate with self when I listen to body. When I listen to the body. That's just subconscious connection. That's a map right there. I don't know if that's like my thing or if that's like a thing a lot of people and intuit people can do or connected people can do. I don't know. But if you can, that's awesome. You should comment below and tell me about it. How else are we moving through these energies? We're getting funny real quick, huh? I know. That was so funny. The star card. Shit, Gemini. How are we going through this? I knew it was coming up. It ain't the tower, but I knew something was coming up. There had to be a reason how, why, this is happening. You have the Three of Swords, along with the Eight of Swords, or Eight of Cups. But we're going to keep that one in the deck here. Supportive energy is strength. But I'm also hearing strength or lust, okay? But as the supportive energy, it's strength. But be careful, because lust is definitely a gripping demon on everyone's life. And I've come to understand, I don't really like to, but I've learned to understand that well, there's a huge difference between love and lust, but as well, lust, I tend to find that I'm just going to say it, there's like some forms of shame, repressed shame and subconscious shadows that come out via acts of lust. And it's a really big tell about a lot of people's demons, so to say. that's where we could have some setbacks very easily as human beings. Plus, with that entangling, enmeshing energies, entangling energies, sharing energies, stuff like that, it can be dangerous. It can be detrimental, not dangerous. It can be chaotic, you know, and we want to balance. So we want to have strength to move and progress through the energies of bettering ourselves to this self 2.0, you know, that allows you to experience life from a different mindset. So therefore you have more experience, you have more relativity, you have more weight, validity, you have more progress, you have more understanding, more wisdom, more experience. You are more that way by experiencing something new all the time. It's like the universe's favorite thing to do through you is experience itself. So this is why creation is so amazing and beautiful and all that there is, because it's experiencing new stuff. All right. So grief of the Three of Swords, grief, sorrow, pain, fear. It's not very fun as an emotional human, but as a universe, we're going to do this because so much boo-hoo, soon enough, ha-ha, in this beautiful balanced weight of life, right? So whatever the task is that you need to overcome in order to move and step into your purpose, you can, are, and pretty much will be, depending on where you're at in this timeline. But with these new moon energies, I'm assuming as you're watching this, nonetheless, I really don't want to put a date on these things, just because I could say like new moon in Aquarius and it could pop up, I don't know, years from now in your feed, and it might be relevant at that point in time, you know. I try to keep it a little vague, but people like direction, just like you, because you're here. But yeah, so we're letting go of these mental imprisonments, entanglements, thoughts, memories, anticipations, like expectations kind of thing. But it's these false idealizations that really give us this hope that makes us excited for a minute, but then it fades away and you go back to the normal, back to the mundane feeling, pretty much. And it can be like this, like that quick, you know. Have excitement for something, have passion, have lust, have infatuation, and then all of a sudden you're not down with it anymore, you're not something. And depending on who, how, or why, or what you are, like it might just really hurt your heart to experience stuff like that, and to lose and to let go and detach, because again, you're such a lover. But this time your shadow's trying to take over. Thank you. Judgment reverse. I'm really enjoying the major arcanas throughout this deck as well. They're together. They're together. These major arcana cards are just meant to be together here. I can feel it. They are working very systematically to truck you along through this. What's coming is this Deepening of a connection, yes. But it's coming from a loss of connection elsewhere. One that is well deserved. Unfortunately or fortunately. And I'm going to say like connection or relationship, and I'm not meaning like just self to others, like person to person, but relationship with anything. Your relationship with habits, your relationship with routines, your relationship with jobs, something. Again, I'm kind of impressed that we're not seeing any tower cards here. That Three of Swords, that was very familiar. Nine of Pentacles reversed. So where you can step it up is some action, having some real fire about you, but you're not. You're ruminating, you're dwelling, you're going, oh, you're stagnant. I see. You could be experiencing this right now while you're watching this reading. This feeling of loss, this feeling of, oh, I screwed up, this feeling of I'm not enjoying this life at the moment. You could be experiencing the boo-hoo of the pendulum swing and not the ha-ha yet. But be patient. Don't force ha-has. Synthetic ha-has that are man-made usually are like codependent social situations and tendencies, or like drugs, or other bad habits that make people feel like, oh, I'm alive, you know. It could also, I don't know, maybe you're addicted to skydiving, but like that's the thing, is you're addicted to something, and that's the something that the cards are being like, by ixnaying this bad something that's not meant for you out of your life recently or soon, you're making way for a stronger connection to yourself, which I promise in the end is way more rewarding than anything else. And if you continue to ride that wave, you go really deep as towards how you know that's rewarding, and like you can see all kinds of other crazy crap along the way. How do we feel throughout all of this? Like, I see that there's this Three of Swords also. Yes, it's a feeling, because it's just a stab in the heart card. Literally, it's a stab in the heart card. But again, swords are mind. We have to remember that. And the mind-heart connection is extremely powerful, especially in the emotions of grief or joy, like excitement, which still has negative connotations in it. Like excitement's like fear and joy combined. It's like anxious almost, you know? In all reality, like think about it, it's just a more positive expectation of an anxious inducing situation, really. But that's what your star is moving into the unknown. All right, navigating into new experiences from a new mindset. Maybe, I'm just going to say it, maybe a more sober mindset, maybe a more independent mindset, maybe a more abundant, successful mindset. Who knows? Maybe a more lonely mindset, or alone, I should say. Not lonely, because you're learning to connect with self, right? Is it isolation or is it solitude? It's your choice. I used to say isolation, and now I've been trying to change it up because we're still isolating. Right, Spirit? Right. I love it, honestly. I like my solitude. My privacy is sweet. It is valuable, you know? Seven of Swords reversed. We feel Seven of Swords reversed. You feel defeated. Oh, I'm so sorry. I know that feeling. I know that feeling and the thoughts you're having with this Three of Swords too, and the Judgment reversed and the Nine of Pentacles reversed. You just feel like blah, 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 blah right now. You feel like, blah. It's not fun. You're not having a great time. But by doing positive love and light things, you're going to have a good time. Donate some stuff. Go declutter your house. Another fun biohack is changing your environment to change your mindset. That's how I got out of some really chronic severe depression. It was it was almost stupid how easy it worked, honestly. I was like, damn, I feel like a fool. All I had to do was take care of my stuff a little bit and clean and maybe declutter and organize. Like, they say that a person's environment is a great representation of their mind space, right? So if a person has a lot of trash somewhere, that's a good tell as towards what you're getting into when you're experiencing new people. Really, judge people. It's okay to. Human beings actually judge people all of the time. We judge everything 100% of the time. We're judging if something is safe. We're judging if it's pretty. We're judging if it's unclean or clean. We're judging if it's supposed to be going faster or slow. We're constantly judging things. So to have somebody be like, oh, I don't judge people. Bullshit. That's a person not being honest. That's a person schmoozing you. That's a person who's out of touch with themselves. They have no idea. That is a sheep. That is an asleep person. So, I have no judgments of you. That's just because they don't care. That means that they probably don't have standards for themselves too, and we all try to honor ourselves, right? I'm not saying like be harsh with anybody. No, we still love everybody all the same. It just doesn't mean that we fall into them. We don't fall into love with people that aren't great for us. Now that we're aware of these social cues, probably too. But again, we want to be in love. And the only way to be in love as opposed to fall in love is to be love, period. So, back to this heart-mind connection thing that's so loud. When your heart hurts, your mind definitely tells you. When you feel like you've done something wrong, your shame constantly tells you. And when you feel like you're not doing great in life, your dependencies and your lack of security are very loud in your mind and telling you that. And so these thoughts are just spewing around the whole place, right? So we want to get them out. We want to quiet them. Again, mindfulness hacks, biohacks, man. Gratefulness journals, grounding meditations, mindfulness meditations, yoga, things like that. Journaling, vision boards, cleaning your house, going on nature walks, cooking. Anything that gets you out of the funk or stew that you're currently in. Mindset. Because that's what following your North Star is all about. You do the things that you're resisting. That's how you do that. And the Seven of Swords won't be such an anxiety-inducing confrontation with self. There will be no restrictions. There will be... You want to flow with self. Gemini, the twins. You want to walk with your twin, And we don't want to unalign. So we don't want to self-sabotage and do negative things for ourselves and hurt ourselves and stay up too late and have a poor diet. But we don't want to be too hard on ourselves too. So we take it all and attack it all one step at a time. I went big, well, you don't know, but I'm going to tell you. I went big or went home in the past. I was like, Spirit, throw me to the wolves. And so they just downloaded me with all of the things that I could, should be doing to take care of myself and my vitality and my essence and my energy. And so like I was like, whoa, I feel like this amazing, totally capable person, you know, all doped up on multivitamins and stuff and workouts videos and all kinds of things, protein and academics, career shifts, new changes, financial investments, just to have all of it really taper really hard there at the end. And I was like, whoa. And then I felt like a big failure for a little bit. I felt very unaligned, and I started to self-soothe, and I self-sabotage. So then throughout navigating this unalignment, after being reborn, so to say, I like understand it now. But as soon as I understood it, I realized the amount of work it was going to take to really do it. And then when I started to try it, I realized how hard it was to develop self and evolve self and better myself and my habits and take care of myself and become an adult who loves themselves, you know, unconditionally. So at least working towards it. And so patience with yourself, because that's what your North Star is, you know. Maybe even your North Star right now is something like, I'm not seeing too much like financial investment into this. I don't think that you're some like super multi-millionaire high up there, and like this reading is trying to tell you, oh, some business investment deal or something like that. But that could be something that is causing your North Star. That could be something that's this for you too. You know, it could be an emotional business that you're connected in, something that if you make this one choice, so to say, if you allow something to let go and detach, it's going to make room for such a deepening relationship with even a business, your car, I don't know. But I'm seeing this mostly with self to self. Self to all to self. Okay. What kind of demons are we looking at here, Spirit? Show me this dark shadow aspect here. Thank you. You might have tendencies of hoarding, hanging on to things that you might need. Besides just an aspect of hoarding, it could also be kind of selfishness with finances. Maybe you are a little greedy, but out of security, out of survival instincts. So it's not like that. Yeah, okay. It's not like that. Like it's intentional. You're not malicious or anything like that. I think that you're scared. I think that you're hurt. And I think that you're trying to navigate the thoughts in your head, the voices in your head, and they're all telling you all kinds of things. Well, be patient, because eventually, just remember, the quietest ones are the kindest ones. Just remember that one. The loudest ones, it's usually not the best ones we want to listen to all the time. That's a good tell as towards how to start to find that needle in the haystack that is yourself to self. How you do that is you weed through the hay first, right? So we have the Queen of Pentacles in a shadow representation, kind of like a demon deck. It's telling you like, you're fearful of losing things around you, more material things. Even it could even mean money, could be financial, but you're just afraid of like losing it. There's a risk involved here. Have faith. Just have faith, Gemini. Yeah. Have faith that You're being supported by your higher self, your angels and ancestors and guides. You can even sit here right now, and just give me for 1 second your full attention. And all you got to do is just tell yourself, I accept all love and support from my angels, spirits, my guides, and my ancestors. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's it. That's it. And just let the magic happen. 7 of Pentacles. Whoa. King of Wands and Queen of Wands. Do you want to use all these here? Okay. Interesting. It's like the demon deck is, I'm sorry, this dark deck is almost expressing like the voices going on in your head. You have your masculine self, you have your feminine self, you have your ego. And I'm hearing your ego is the loudest right now. Okay? Just slightly the loudest. Yourself, your high, not like your higher self, but your default self is kind of feeling victimized. I was gonna say victimhood. Yeah, victimhood. It's not like you're victimized. You might or might not be, but you're feeling like a victim. Lethargic, fatigued. The darker energies are saying a lot, but you have the Queen and King of Wands. You have it's like your ego is saying, hang on to all the things. Don't let go of stuff. No, keep fighting for what you believe in. No, don't. It's okay to give up on things sometimes because you can always go back to them. You just don't know yet. And it's louder and defeating over your masculine and feminine energies in yourself, your Ida and Pingala, your yin and yang, right? And they're both kind of pissed. They're kind of pissed because you're not acting in honor and authenticity of self. You're acting on your ego. You're feeling on your ego. You're falling into your ego. And that's the demon here. Your masculine and feminine want you to get the F off your butt and do stuff and take care of yourself and move forward. You have the energy of house cat coming through as well. I would say, oh, by the way, go Google house cat spiritual meaning, okay? And then you'll get why that energy is coming through. But I'm going to say that this energy via the house cat is very cutthroat. It's going to get what it wants. It's going to, right, Gemini? Yeah. You're going to get what you want, but don't let what you want to get hold you back. All right? And I mean by that, like, don't focus, don't tunnel vision on what you want, because what you want probably isn't good for you, and that's why you feel this way. So the energy's coming through on the 29th. I said it. The new moon and Aquarius energies coming through are very love and light coming through. So if you're feeling any sort of way right now, that's negative. Or if you come into these energies, then look up. There's going to be light shining very shortly after. All right. There's going to be some self-realizations, and I would highly recommend just like relaxing and going slow and taking care of yourself. Give yourself bubble baths, or I don't know, like whatever you want to do to self-soothe, nurture, love, appreciate. Play some music if you haven't played music in a long time. Teach yourself to sew if you haven't ever really done it. Do candle magic and be alone and make your house warm, you know, in the cold of nights, and appreciate that. Make your bed every day because you love yourself. How do we feel after this reading? Now, Spirit, show me one card to pull away with. Feeling a little more connected. Yeah, are you feeling a little more connected here, Gemini? I'm very glad. Are we complete? We're complete. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Gemini, for being with me. These are the energies that I have for you if you so choose to accept them. We're going to take a deep breath to help integrate in these energies and disconnect on the channel. Hold at the top. When I exhale, I'll bring out some love and light, energy, distant healing, symbols, and all that good stuff. Out of my hands, baby. So take a deep breath with me if you would, please. Gemini, thank you for receiving me. And yeah. Until next time, much love.